rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else. Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
So Saga can use the clicker. I'm assuming we're going to have to do some kind of art work piece, something like that. I don't know, like, what could be her artistic outlet. Now, we did just literally hear Tor mention about his family and music. Could she do something with music? I don't know. But we need to come up with a new plan, as you can see over there on the right. And then this popped up. So Wake and the clicker, what is going on here? Clicker can be used by anyone so long as the holder believes in the power of the art's message.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
It seems like a problem to me because I don't know what her art's going to be. Try using clicker at Cauldron Lake to pull Wake out of dark place. Oh, so she did literally just say that. All right. And then this is still, that's there. So we need to go back to Cauldron Lake. Come up with a new plan. Now, what I'm wondering...
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good.
Share the plan with Casey and Casey. Casey and Estevez. Hey, I got a plan, Casey.
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back.
Oh.
You sure you have it all figured out?
All right, this is beginning the end game. Oh, travel to Cauldron Lake. You need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue. No, we're not continuing yet. Beginning of the end game. Oh, and we have so much to do at Cauldron Lake. That's the problem. Remember, we have a couple things that need a screwdriver. Was there a bolt cutter option there too? I don't remember. But maybe that's just all revolving around the end game. No, we are not ready for that yet. So circle. I'm looking at the controller. Make sure I don't hit the wrong button.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
All right, will do. Oh, all right. We're not ready. Let's take a look at our map. Again, I think we're safe here. Oh no, there are. So this would be just getting us going. What about with you?
So the call of the tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case. Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there.
I think I missed it. One for the book. Oh, because the writing in the books. All right, I think that's what she saw. All right, so let's take a look again at our map just to make sure there's nothing else up here. No, that's just to get her and get moving. Now, I do want to... Let's get out of the police station. Do you want to talk by any chance once again? No, you're good.
I'm so sorry.
Let's get out of here. So I want to look at the map. I also want to... Can we pull you out yet? No, we cannot. Hey, buddies. All right, let's take a look at this map. So we know over here, I still have this one that I can't figure out. I just don't know. Anything else, though? Just want to make sure. So there is a janitor's bucket, because I think that's what I want to do. Is I think I want to go back to Wake. There's a janitor's bucket here also. There's no, actually, we do have that locked door still. Did I not get this? Oh, I couldn't figure out this one because it's the whole park one. What about this container? So if I come back behind and back through there, we can take a look at that. Everything else seems to be pretty clear right there. Let's see if we can't check out that one container though. Yet I do not know. I couldn't figure out that puzzle with the park. Oh, do I need to get in? Wait, is this where the container was? Oh, no, we're back there. I don't think that's it. Further down? There is no further down. So what's interesting is when we're in the sheriff's station, there's one there. But this makes it look like there's one like over here type deal. Huh. Let's just go. You know what? Let's get the mop bucket. I want to get back to Wake. We'll see if we can't revisit some of those things when we get back here to Saga.
I think you may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's coming back.
Oh, wait.
Riley, this is so
No, that's
messed
right.
up. I know. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not your fault. We all knew
I
what we
think
were
you may
signing
be
up
right.
for.
Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think Marcy's
All right, so
coming
that's
back.
cycling through. Wasn't this Marcy back here? At least I was assuming it was Marcy knocking on the door. Oh, she is gone. She was knocking, or somebody was knocking on this door. Can we get in here by any chance yet? No.
It won't open.
I think back there in the private, this is... Yeah. All right. Shoebox. Let's stash you over here. Look at all those bolts we have. We have a ton of bolts. I'm gonna bring you out. Let's stash one of you away. What was this? Chance to stun enemy on flat? I do like that, but I wonder if I should be throwing this on just in case. Let's go ahead and move you over here. Although I guess, you know what, this stuff isn't gonna matter right away because if we're gonna try and if we're getting back to Wake, but at least I'll have, I don't know, a little cleaned up. And then we'll actually, let's move you there. You there. And then you there. And let's get back to Wake. See what's going on in his world. So we should be in, are we not inside the auditorium? Or, yes, here we go. This the talk show, the studio. The studio, that's what we're looking at. We're in the studio. Where are we? We're way up here in the lobby. Still have a locked door there. We have a locked door in the janitor's room that goes, it's a shortcut to the basement. What are our goals over here? Find Alice, get to Parliament Tower. So it really has us getting out of this building. And I think that's because last time we did check this stuff and I could not do that. So I think that holds true. Let's take a look at, is there not a shoebox here? It feels like there should be one. You mean the one's literally right in front of me. Just make sure what we have going on here. I think I want to, I can't move all of that at once. I kind of want to move that to, I don't know, kind of go in line with what we had with Saga, of getting stuff in order a little bit. But we're out of space. So I could put some stuff over here. Yeah, look at, our inventory's literally a mess over here. Let's just kind of move you all over there so I can get you up there. And then we'll swap you out there. I guess you could go... Actually, you know what I want? No, we'll keep you there. We have a ton of signal flares. I probably want all of those, right? Actually, let's do this. Let's combine you with you so it stacks to 3. I assume that's the most, right? Yeah, it is. So let's get 3 there. We'll keep 3 in the shoebox. I mean, if we need 6 at one time, might be a larger issue going on there. Let's go ahead and move you over there. We're gonna bring these painkillers over. Although I don't think we can do all 4. You know, I don't think we can get I don't think we can stack 2 on top of 2. But it's all we have. So we're gonna take that. It's not perfect, but at least let's get you. Oh, I want some trauma pads. Oh, I was able to put 4 on 1. So that did work nicely. Perfect. Can we stack you 3? No, 2. So if that's the case, we'll take 2. I actually probably should get this even nicer. Signal flare goes there. I'm all right with that. Let's get you over there. There. Let's move the flares. There. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. I don't want to spend too much time on it, which I already did. But I did want to spend some time on it. All right, so we need to get back to Parliament Tower, which should be Ocean View Hotel. So, all right, when we were in the bunker and we went down to fight Cynthia, when we went into the bunker, there was a mural and it said Ocean View Hotel. Interesting. This should be Parliament Tower, right? Yes, that is Parliament. And I don't think we have anything new here. No, I think we're good. So we just need to get to the tower. You know, and also I have to admit, I'm excited about getting to the end to find out what's going on, but I'm also a little sad. Also a little sad. I just don't want this to end. Going on up. I was trying to listen. There's no elevator music. It's weird.
Go to hell!
Wait, all right, so the first time we came up here, this happened. Shots were snapped. Did we hear Alice's voice at that point also? I don't have any. Wait, do we not have a flashlight? Yeah, that was gonna say. So it's just this small room. Oh, and a door. The Dark Place. Opening soon, a photography and videography and exhibit by Alice Wake. All right, so all we have is mail, no tabs. Did we read all this by any chance? Let's start by, 2 years ago. Greetings from Hollywood. Hey Alice, I'm more of a fish out of water in Hollywood than I ever was in the Pacific Northwest. Whoa, that was weird. Wilderness. These yuppies with their glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had 6 fingers. And everything is so effing great all the time, even when it's in fact the opposite. More than once I've thrown up my mouth during meetings with these movie exec jerks. Why does it kind of like have that effect on it? But I gotta be here to look after Al's legacy. Everyone wants to gobble up the film rights for the Casey books, and they have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to hear this horde of tan zombies into the general direction of something resembling good taste. Painfully aware how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. He was a master of hating things deeply, for good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? So, I don't know if I've noticed this before. I think I might have, I don't know. But when Barry refers to Alan as Al, also kind of looks like AI, right? Anyway, gotta hop on another video call now to talk about casting your pal Barry. Joined a cult. So this was, all right, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Hey Alice, you're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double, but I have joined a cult and I love it. Joking about it being a cult, kind of. Blessed wellness retreat. All right, there we go. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes, but these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof, but when I was tipped off about the retreat. Best decision I ever made. I've never felt this good and well healthy. The guy who runs this place, Chester, is a damn good, or a goddamn miracle worker. Not a wacko in any way. I know you think I'm full of S, but I've lost a ton of weight. You wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here, that something bad would have happened to me if I stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great about everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me. Everything or enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy nut. Who's this Chester dude? And Chester knows that something bad would happen if he stayed in New York. Hope you are good over there. Come visit anytime. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in my earlier emails. Your pal, Barry. Checking in again a year ago. So this was 5/11. This is 6/20. Hey Alice, checking in cause I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in non-stop meetings with no breaks. Open kimono? Wait, what? I've considered being among and lunches be damned. How these people ever get a movie made when all they do is sit in meetings is beyond me. What is going on with this email? That is very weird. And also, has he ever shortened like the cuz, the COZ. Have we ever seen him speak like that? 6 months ago, I'll handle it. Hey, Alice, sharks circling. They now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie and or TV show and or, get this, a effing video game. I told him to F off. Wow. How meta is that? Also, in case you hear about this from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. I hunted down her publisher and told them we'll sue. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Isn't Booker one of the people from the diner, and they're the one that stopped Nightingale? Wasn't that the Bookers? She was out there, she had a podcast, didn't she, about conspiracies or cults or just murders in general, like a murder podcast? I think that's her. So Tammy is trying to... True crime writer named Tammy is working on a book about Al. I hunted her down, publisher, and told him we'll sue. So she's trying to do something, and Barry's not liking it. 4 months ago. Hey, Alice, everything good with you back home? Just checking in. Tried to call but couldn't reach you. You're probably just deep in your creative process. I know how you artists get when you're in the middle of your projects. Everything else disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. Still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want me to help with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the word. Your pal Barry. All right, so he did join a cult, although he did say it was kind of joking.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
So obviously we just read about that, right? Part 2-1. Part 1, the depths. Love is weakness. Trigger when viewer close, intimate. When viewer close, intimate, like close physical. I mean, it doesn't say physically, but when the viewer is intimately close with her, is that what that is? So it looks like this is the way. I was thinking this red room back here was the way. Oh, I completely missed you.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Yeah, she has. So are these the pictures she was taking out in that foyer? Do not have a cursor. Not sure. So that looks like scratch upper left. I mean, this is probably all scratch, right? I mean, this, ironically, you know what? This is the upper left. When you die, like it goes through a little scene, and I'm sure I've probably shown it at least maybe the first time. That's what that looks like right there. That's exactly what that looks like, is when you die. Now, that could either be Alan or Scratch. Interesting here is the dark pieces kind of look like wings, do they not? Huh. What do we have here? No. Things are too personal. No such things are too personal. I can't quite make that out. The what? Something photos? Is that photos me? That doesn't say AWE, does it? That doesn't say the AWE photos me, does it? I can't make that stuff out, man. I cannot make that out. I'm guessing we're not going to be getting this room.
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
Oh, do we have a map? No, but there's an undiscovered map. All right, while we're in here, let's go ahead and clean these up. Boom. So part 1, part 2-1. Then I think we continue. Now, is there anything that could give us a map of this place? That's an interesting picture right there. I like that one.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
Make sure I'm not missing anything. That's that same picture that we saw in the room. All right, so those are posters for this, the dark place. Need to show you the truth on all screens. Oh. So we walked in. That says okay. Yes. That's an upside down yes. Okay. The darker, the better. So we learned that in Saga's thing, that the darker the story, the better it is. So we have some question marks. Now, this first, is that first one in the kitchen, I assume, and then the question mark? Oh, good. It's because there's no picture there. She doesn't know what picture to put there. Yet there's a picture here. Hence the okay. Or is that the yes? The upside down yes? Oh, and if it's upside down, yeah, I'm not sure if there's something there.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image.
What's going on with her shirt?
The horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Sometimes the logo on her shirt was in front of her hand. And what was on that shirt? Because they clearly showed that when she flicked on the camera and sat down. They clearly showed that. Part 2, the comeback. Weakness is clarity. Let's see. I want to see if we can't see that real quick. Why does it keep putting me here? Oh, that's why. Radio, no, we want television. So before she sits down, obviously there's something on her shirt. I don't know what that was. And then there were times where obviously it was kind of getting like, the picture was getting a little fuzzy, a little funny, but it felt like that logo was in front of her hand sometimes. The 12th annual NSVA. That's an owl.
One morning,
Almost looks like devil horns.
a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world.
Yeah, see how it kind of in front of her hands at
It was
times.
the perfect image.
For a moment.
The horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
There most likely is nothing to that, but I was just kind of curious, I guess. All right, so that was part 2. Nothing else going on in here. Oh, wait, did I miss you? Just need to show a glimpse. Make you see what's beneath the surface. Beneath the surface, is that the water falling down into the presence, the dark presence? Wait, when I just looked down this corridor, hallway, I don't think that TV was there.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
All right, 2-3. The search. Clarity is purpose. No. It almost seems like it says no much things are too personal. It must be art. Not AWE. It must be art. The art. Photo, is it photos me? Oh, we got a bank of monitors here. Part 4, the realization. Purpose is strength.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be. That vast, paralyzing ocean.
Ocean again?
But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot. Put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
See, and then also notice, oh, the dark place, the art of Alice Wake. All right, so I think we're going in there. And that last one, the lamp behind her was flickering on and off, and then at one point it went off and then came back on. I think the very first tape we ever watched of her, that same thing happened. Connection, the pain through love, no boundaries. Be ruthless? No. I don't know what that last word is. So we're not going back into there. All right, I guess we're just heading on in.
manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Wait, was that Scratch shooting Alan?
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
All right, sounds like we have work to do. What is our goal? To write. So that's going to be the last thing we do. Oh, interesting. Let's take a look at our plot board. Anything new here?
A new draft of the story. One that would get me ahead of Scratch.
So maybe I do actually need to write. It's going to pop all this stuff, is what I'm guessing is going to happen there. Let's go ahead and clear this. Boom. Yeah, because everything else is just kind of where it is. All right, let's go ahead and let's get writing.
Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
It's flooded. Masks.